9:30, this is going to be an important meeting with the locals and the administration. So there they are going to decide about the future course of action, and they want the assurance in written. That is something which was decided last night. We have seen the numbers of people who was there on the street, and they were saying it again and again that we are not going to move like this. We are not going to allow any kind of this kind of thing, and they were very clear that we want assurance in written. That's something what we have seen yesterday. On the other hand, yes, the experts are there. Experts are trying to find out the reason behind these cracks, what exactly has happened. Yesterday it was none other but MOS Defense who visited the place. He also gave the assurance to the people that government is standing with you, the central government is standing with you. On the other hand, this was none other but the Chief Minister himself, who on that very side has promised the people that yes, you are going to get each and every help from the state government and the local administration, but the people are still on the streets and they are protesting. They want assurance in written. Yes.
Absolutely. Anuj, just stay with us, and talking about the MOS Defense having taken stock of this, let's listen into that exclusive conversation you had with Ajay Bhatt just yesterday after Ajay Bhatt visited the affected region.
इधर आर्मी के क्षेत्र में भी काफी क्रैक्स आ गए हैं। हमने वहां से आर्मी को हटा के दूसरी जगह रख लिया है और सुरक्षित है। और कहीं कहीं पर हम दिन में काम करवाते हैं लेकिन रात को सोने नहीं देते हैं। और जनता की सुविधा के लिए हमारी यहाँ की ब्रिगेड बिल्कुल हर समय तैयार है। करीब 10 या 11 तो हमने दस्ते तैयार कर दिए हैं। हर प्रकार के इंजीनियरिंग से संबंधित होंगे, मेडिकल से संबंधित होंगे, जो जिस चीज का आप ड्रिंकिंग वाटर से संबंधित होंगे, उसमें 100 से 150 लोग हमारे पास रहते हैं। 500 लोग तो हमने हर समय तैयार करे हुए हैं। और जो ब्रिगेड है, पूरी ब्रिगेड है, अगल बगल में पूरी आर्मी है हमारी, थोड़ी थोड़ी दूरी पर। वो भी सबको इंटीमेशन है कि कैसी भी स्थिति आएगी चौकन्ना रहना है। और हमारा जो आईटीबीपी है वो भी यहाँ पर आ चुकी है, यहाँ पर है। यानी कि ये समझिए कि स्टैंड बाय में सब यहाँ पर हैं, जरूरत पड़ने पर बुला भी रहे हैं। हर प्रकार की व्यवस्था सरकार कर रही है। और केंद्र सरकार, आप सब जानते हैं कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी पल पल की खबर ले रहे हैं। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी यहाँ से हर चीज की मॉनिटरिंग कर रहे हैं। और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये थोड़ा सा कष्टकारी तो है कि हमें अपने घर छोड़ने पड़ रहे हैं। और किराए के मकान को भी जब हम छोड़ के जाते हैं मोहल्ले से तो बहुत दर्द होता है, हम भावुक होते हैं। लेकिन ये तो मेहनत से बनाए मकान हैं। किसी ने पेंशन से बनाए, किसी ने दुकानदारी करी, बिजनेस करा, और कोई मजदूरी से खून पसीना करके अपने छोटे छोटे मकान बनाए थे। लेकिन मजबूरी ये है कि इस समय पहली प्राथमिकता हमारी अपने लोगों के जीवन को बचाना है। इस नाते से जो खाली कर रहे हैं उनकी व्यवस्था भी की जाएगी। जो मकान बिल्कुल ढह गए हैं उनको तोड़ने की व्यवस्था, आदेश भी दिए गए हैं। आपदा एक्ट जो है हमारा, उसके अंतर्गत कुछ मकान या होटल्स जो बिल्कुल लटक गए हैं उनको तोड़ भी रहे हैं। ये सब जनहित के लिए हो रहा है। भूगर्भ शास्त्रियों की जब रिपोर्ट आएगी तब हम सही बता पाएंगे कि वास्तविकता क्या है, किसकी वजह से हो रहा है। जब तक उनकी रिपोर्ट नहीं आती है तब तक ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, इसकी वजह से हुआ, वो कम से कम हम नहीं बोल पाएंगे। और ना हमारी वजह से बोलने से कुछ होने वाला है। क्योंकि जिस तरह से एक डॉक्टर किसी मरीज का पूरी तरह से इन्वेस्टिगेशन करता है, सिर दर्द है, ये किस कारण से है, ठंडे से है या अन्य कारण से है, या फिर कहीं हार्ट अटैक तो नहीं हो रहा, कोई माइनर अटैक तो नहीं आ रहा है, या कोई हार्ट फेलियर तो नहीं हो रहा है, वो अलग है। तो उसकी जांच डॉक्टर ही करके बताएंगे। इसी तरह से जब तक हमारे जियोलॉजिस्ट कोई रिपोर्ट नहीं दे देते हैं तब तक हम कुछ भी नहीं कहते हैं। लेकिन जो भी होगा उसका मुकाबला सरकार करेगी, हम करेंगे।
And Anuj, of course, continues to be with us, reporting live from Joshimath. Anuj, in bullet points, if you can help us understand the measures that have been taken by the centre, because these people have been living at this place for years, their livelihood has taken a hit. They would be deprived of permanent shelters. Is there any solution that the centre has offered when it comes to permanent settlement for these people?
Well, Center, let me tell you, has given the assurance that they are going to get the permanent solution also. But till now, let me tell you, the Central, even rather we should talk about the state also. We have seen Pushkar Singh Dhami talking about the same. We have seen MOS Defense talking about the same. We have seen the Prime Minister's office intervening into the matter. Their first priority is to evacuate, to get this place vacant. That is something what has been stated by each and every one. They are looking deep into the angle that what exactly would have been the reason why this is happening in Joshimath. But their first priority is to evacuate the place and the people, so that nobody should get hurt or nobody should get into any kind of problem. Their first priority is to evacuate. That is something what has been stated. On the other hand, if we talk about the current situation, yes, the shelter homes are there. Even the hotels has been taken in custody to provide shelters to these people. The hotels, the schools, the Nagar Nigam offices has been taken in custody to provide shelters to more than 600 families. But the first priority is to relocate. Then the assurance has been given by the center, as it was none other but the MOS Defense himself, who was stating it very clearly that this is the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is very clear, who is going to help each and every citizen of Joshimath. And there we are giving assurance to the people that whosoever is in problem because of this particular cracks and this problem which is being faced by the Joshimath, then he will be getting assurance, he will be getting the help, he will be getting the compensation, the families will be getting the compensation. That's the assurance, something which has been given by the center. So that is what center is working on. They want the safety of the people. That is the first priority of the central government, and the state government is also working on the same. Their first priority is to get this place vacant so that nobody got hurt. So that is something on what the state and the central working together. Yes.
Absolutely. Anuj, thank you for the moment. So as Anuj was telling us, still no permanent solution in sight. But yes, right now those locals who are currently being vacated and shifted to safer locations as we speak. The visuals we are putting on our screens right now is of those officials, the NDRF as well as the SDRF personnel who've been deployed to aid in the relief rescue operations. But several, or in fact hundreds and thousands of those residents who've been running a pillar to post when it comes to their livelihood, their permanent residences which have been affected as a result of the land subsidence being seen in the holy town. A very short break. Coming up on the other side, we'll get you the latest from Hyderabad, where the Jain community will hit the streets in protest of sovereign government's move to declare holy shrine as a tourist spot. And Air India P-Gate accused who urinated on a 70-year-old will be produced before court today.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
So were you negligent? So you didn't perform your duty? So you didn't? So what exactly? So you guys didn't fulfill your duty? Why are you not in your apologetic? Why are you not in your senses? Why are you not in your senses? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIADMK headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on AIADMK councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in air by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why you not in your service? Why you not in your service? Why you not in your service? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Top headlines at 9:30. Anger across nation over the Bengaluru killer apathy. India says citizens matter and heads must roll. In Tamil Nadu, it's a mega governor versus government face-off. DMK and allies to meet Home Minister Amit Shah. Centre rushes teams to Joshimath as evacuation process gets underway. Demolition next. Jain community to hit the streets of Hyderabad in protest of Soren's government move to declare Holy Shrine as a tourist spot. And Air India P-Gate accused who urinated on a 70-year-old to be produced before court today. Alright, we start with news break coming in. This one from Maharashtra, where it's a fresh trouble for Mahavikas Aghadi leader, as we are given to understand that the ED is conducting searches at a location that is linked to former minister and NCP leader Hassan Mushrif in connection with a case related to sugar mill corruption. The ED searches are underway in Pune and Kolhapur as we speak. And Alisha is joining us to give us more details. Alisha, take us to the latest you are picking up on the ED searches which are underway. All right, we'll try connecting with her again, but that's the latest coming in from Maharashtra, where ED searches are underway in Pune and Kolhapur. It's a fresh trouble for Mahavikas Aghadi leader as the ED is conducting searches at a location related to a former minister and NCP leader. Alisha is back with us. Alisha, take us through the details you're picking up.
Samisha, it was complaint that was given against Hassan Mushrif, who is a former minister as well as now the senior executive leader. The allegations that was accusing him of committing a fraud worth ₹100 crore involving the Appa Sahib cooperative sugar mill, in which it has been said that there was a money that was transferred through shell companies from Kolkata. Not only this, but we know that last year the sugar mill was handed over to a private firm which does not have any prior experience running a mill without a transparent bidding process, after which it is also alleged that Mushrif's son-in-law was the Benami owner of the private firm. And it is the enforcement directorate who has been looking into the matter. They have registered right after the raid that was conducted earlier by Income Tax Department, but now it's an enforcement directorate right after the corruption charges that has been leveled against Hassan Mushrif and his family members as well, after which it has been known that ED is being conducting searches at a location related to Hassan Mushrif, and that is a multiple location that has been where the searches has been conducted, including in Pune and Kolhapur.
Alisha, stay with us. If you could once again talk us through the details of this case, the raids which are related to the sugar mills corruption. If you can take us through the details of the accused, others accused in this case, and more details on that.
Directed who has sought additional information specifically from a complainant, and moreover it's Hassan Mushri, which claimed that it was how he got 127 crore allegedly got transferred to his company. Not only this, but it has also been claimed that 98 crores was transferred to the Sir Senapati Santaji Corporate Sugar Factory Limited, in which Mushrif's family members are the directors, two bogus firms. And in overall, it's been 100 crore, where it has been, information that has been sought to Enforcement Directorate, after which the action is being initiated by Enforcement Directorate, where multiple locations across Maharashtra, specifically in Pune and Kolhapur, which is related to former minister and executive leader Hassan Mushrif. So these are the premises as of now is being searched by Enforcement Directorate.
All right, Alisha, thank you for the moment. So, Alisha getting us that news break from Maharashtra, where ED searches are underway in locations including Pune and Kolhapur, and it's the former Maharashtra minister who is in the dock, Hassan Mushrif, in connection with the case related to sugar mills corruption. And on to more news break coming in, this one from the national capital, where the BJP Delhi has accused the ruling party, the Aam Aadmi Party, of using taxpayers' money to fund personal legal costs in a letter to Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena. The Delhi BJP has even accused AAP of fraudulently using taxpayers' money. The letter states that the AAP co-founder Rahul Mehra was using taxpayers' money for his personal gains. Not just that, the BJP has also claimed that one of the torchbearers of the Jain CTD is Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister. We have Piyush Mishra breaking that story for us. Piyush, if you can give us the details of what are those claims they're being made by the BJP when it comes to the malpractices which the BJP has alleged on part of the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, certainly, Samiksha, this is now going to stir another controversy in national capital, as Delhi BJP has written a letter to Delhi Lieutenant Governor, where it has demanded LG to take actions against Aam Aadmi Party leaders. In fact, in its letter, Delhi LG has mentioned as to how a whopping amount has been paid to Abhishek Manu Singhvi, as he is fighting the case of Aam Aadmi Party leaders. In fact, another allegation which has been leveled is that Rahul Mehra, who is also an Aam Aadmi Party leader, he has been paid more than 5 crore rupees in the last 2 years, as he has been fighting the cases of Aam Aadmi Party leaders. It is important to highlight that Delhi BJP is alleging that this money has been paid using the taxpayers' money, and this is not the first time that this is happening. Remember that during the case which Arvind Kejriwal was also fighting against Arun Jaitley, in that particular case also the money which was paid to the then lawyer of Arvind Kejriwal, Ram Jethmalani, was also paid through the exchequer's money. And now BJP has come out and raised this issue, and that is what we are hearing, that BJP is going to seek Lieutenant Governor to intervene in this by pointing out about how the taxpayers' money is being used to pay for the lawyers, the expensive lawyers, those are being hired by Aam Aadmi Party leaders. We'll have to wait and watch how LG office is going to respond to that, but certainly massive controversy has erupted, and this after the kind of brawl we also saw there at the Civic House. Now another controversy which is now taking place, where Delhi BJP is writing to Delhi LG demanding actions, and in fact raising the point as to how taxpayers' money is being used by Aam Aadmi Party leaders to fund their lawyers. Those they hire for their own personal private cases.
Yes. Piyush, stay with us. If you can share more details with us, any ballpark figure we are looking at, how much of that taxpayers' money was allegedly used by the Aam Aadmi Party for their personal benefits?
Well, in that particular letter, it has been mentioned that more than 5 crore rupees has been paid so far in the last 2 years to Rahul Mehra, who is also Aam Aadmi Party leader, and that money has been taken out from the exchequer's money, which means that Delhi government is funding him. Earlier also this happened during the case when Ram Jethmalani was hired for Arvind Kejriwal. Also, Abhishek Manu Singhvi has also been paid a whopping amount using taxpayers' money, as he has also been hired by Aam Aadmi Party leaders for their personal and private cases. So this is going to stir massive controversy, as not only this amount has been mentioned in that particular letter, but also Delhi BJP is mentioning how Enforcement Directorate continues to investigate the liquor policy, and it has not given any kind of clean sheet to Manish Sisodia, and that case is also being fought by expensive lawyers, and money which is being paid to these lawyers is being taken out from Exchequer's fund. We'll have to wait and watch how Lieutenant Governor is going to look into it, but yes, some serious allegation coming in at the part of Delhi BJP as far as paying whopping amount to these expensive lawyers is concerned.
Well, absolutely, Piyush. Thank you for taking us through those details. It remains to be seen the kind of response that also comes up from the Aam Aadmi Party, because remember, in the past, several such allegations, corruption allegations have been made on the Aam Aadmi Party, which they term as political vendetta. For now, to more news coming in from across the country. As anger across the country continues to mount over the civic apathy in Bengaluru that claimed 2 lives, Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai assured legal action against the senior officials and those directly involved in the matter. Eyewitness of Bengaluru killer civic apathy narrated the horror, expressing disappointment over the negligence. The eyewitness said that accidents are common on this on the road due to lack of signboards.
Just sitting in my cabin, and I was just having a view of the road and everything. So suddenly we heard sounds coming up, and I was just seeing that the entire pillar just collapsed on the road. And they were, unfortunately, we had one family who was just passing by on a bike with 2 kids and husband and wife. So luckily the husband just was not been injured also, wherein it was very sad to see that a 2 to 3 years of kid was been hurt.
In Tamil Nadu, it's a mega government versus governor face-off as DMK leaders and allies will be meeting Home Minister Amit Shah and President Draupadi Murmu. The governor as well as Chief Minister MK Stalin, remember, have been in loggerheads over a range of issues, including the refusal of the governor to approve 20 bills. All right, to more news break coming in. We're now getting in the first visuals of the ED searches which are taking place in Maharashtra, in Kolhapur and Pune to be precise. The searches that are linked to former minister and NCP leader Hassan Mushrif. Remember, ED is conducting searches at a location. In fact, these locations that are linked to former Maharashtra minister. So the first visuals there on your screens of the searches being carried out by the Enforcement Directorate in Kolhapur and Pune as we speak. These searches for which the former Maharashtra minister and NCP leader is in the dock. NCP leader Hassan Mushrif is under lens of the Enforcement Directorate. Alisha joining us for more details on that. Alisha, take us through the details you're picking up.
Well, we know that the Enforcement Directorate in an alleged corruption charges specifically related to a sugar mill where the enforcement is conducting searches in a location related to former minister and NCP leader Hassan Mushrif, and his premises is being searched as of now, specifically in Pune and Kolhapur. Also, we can see in the visuals as well that Hassan Mushrif supporters have been gathered right outside the premises, which is being now served by Enforcement Directorate. But it is an allegation over 100 crore corruption in Anna Sahib and Alavde Sugar Factory in Kolhapur, where through a private firm, it is Hassan Mushrif is the person who was benefited, and he's been owned by his own relatives, is what he said. Not only this, but it is in a complaint to the Enforcement Directorate, it was also Kirit Somaya, who has given some of the documents related to the case, and it was a sugar factory. It also claimed that it was a sugar factory that was taken over by Brick India Private Limited, in which Hassan Mushrif, a relative, is a Benami owner. Not only this, but it has also been claimed that the sugar factory was given to Brick to operate for 10 years in 2014. without following any binding process. And it is around 7,185 shares of the sugar factory that are held by SU Corporation, a shell company used by Mushrif to park the money. So this is what an allegation that is being leveled against Hasan Mushrif and his relative, where the enforcement directorate is being conducting searches right now in Pune and Kolhapur.
All right, Alisha, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you for the latest on that. So, the first visuals there on your screens of the ED searches being carried out at former Maharashtra ministers at locations linked to the former Maharashtra minister. Slipping into a very short break for now, but news breaks to continue on the other side of this very short break. In Tamil Nadu, it's a mega governor versus government face-off, DMK and allies to meet Home Minister Amit Shah. And centre rushes teams to Joshimath as evacuation process gets underway. Demolition set to be next.
Step into luxury, where grace blends with grandeur and design blends with innovation. As your stress is washed away and you're transported in the lap of luxury. Cure European bath lounges. Let time wait.
QS&THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked Amity amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIADMK headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on AIADMK councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in air by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your process? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
All right, we're now getting in the statement by the Chinnar Corps that say that one JCO and two also personnel lost their lives. Their mortal remains have now been retrieved. and that the army vehicle slipped into a deep gorge. So the Chinnar Corps issuing a statement of this tragic incident in which 3 personnel were martyred. Their mortal remains have been retrieved. Further details are awaited, but that's the first statement that has come in from the Chinnar Corps, where the Indian Army has stated that 1 JCU and 2 OR lost their lives and that the mortal remains have now been retrieved. This, of course, after the army vehicle slipped into a deep gorge. So a statement now coming in from the Chinnar Corps of the Indian Army saying that the Indian Army has informed about this incident with the Chinnar warriors in the Machal sector of JNK, in which the army vehicle fell into a deep gorge, which resulted in 3 personnel losing their lives and getting martyred in the same. Gursimran joining us for more details on that. Gursimran, if you can once again take us through that details you're picking up on the tragic incident in which 3 personnel lost their lives.
See, Samiksha, this incident has been reported in the forward area of the Machal sector in the Kupwara district that falls in the North Kashmir frontier of the Indian Army, wherein 1 JCO and 2 other rank officials of the Indian Army, they were on a regular patrol, the operational patrol ahead of in the forward area, and when a snow-laden track, that track skidded off and they went into a deep gorge. As per the Indian Army, the statement has been issued by the Chinnar Corps of the Indian Army, says that the mortal remains of all 3 have been retrieved by the Indian Army. This unfortunate incident has been reported as the area is snow-laden and it is one of the toughest area to man, because when it comes to the Kupwara, it is the same area where the Pakistani infiltration bids are always on a high, because taking the advantage of the intense snowfall, Pakistan is always in a bid to push terrorists into the Indian territory. So Indian Army, this was a patrol of the Indian Army that was on an operational duty in the forward area along the line of control in the Machal sector, wherein the snow-laden track skidded off and they went into a deep gorge and they were killed in the line of duty. Now the mortal remains of these brave hearts have been retrieved, and in a short while from now, after the wreath-laying ceremony, they will be sent to their native places. The NOKs of these brave hearts have not been shared by the Indian Army yet, but it is expected that in a short while, the details of these brave hearts, which include a JCO and 2 other rank officials, will be shared.
All right, Gursimran, thank you for that update. So a statement that has come in by the Chinnar Corps, which states that the mortal remains of the 3 personnel who lost their lives have now been retrieved. We'll slip into a very short break for now, but news breaks and more news updates to continue on the other side as well. Anger across the nation over the Bengaluru killer apathy. India says citizens matter and heads must roll. Centre rushes teams to Joshimath as evacuation process gets underway. Demolition to take place next.
QS and THE, the world's foremost university rankings organizations, have ranked AIMIM amongst the top 3% universities globally, making it among the very few Indian universities to be included in both rankings. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Step into luxury, where grace blends with grandeur and design blends with innovation. As your stress is washed away and you're transported in the lap of luxury. Cure European bath lounges. Let time wait.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks. Even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in here by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your apologetic? Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your... Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you...
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIADMK headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the
And a quick roundup of news and brief from the world of sports. Real Madrid moved top of the EuroLeague standings after a dominant 79-59 win over Crvena Zvezda. This was also Real Madrid's third consecutive win that the side has prevailed by 20 points or more and the ninth best defensive display. Fenerbahce moved to within striking distance of the EuroLeague leaders after a dramatic 94-88 overtime win over Panathinaikos. A brilliant three-pointer from Marko Guduric, which levelled the scores at 78, earned the Turkish side a shot at overtime. Alba Berlin picked up its third straight victory and completed the season sweep of EA7 Emporio Armani Milan thanks to an 83-63 win at Mercedes-Benz Arena. A very short break coming up. On the other side, Centre rushes teams to Joshimath as evacuation process gets underway. Demolition to take place next. And Air India P-Gate accused who urinated on a 70-year-old to be produced before court.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your apologetic? Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your... Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you...
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIADMK headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on Aam Aadmi Party councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in air by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you didn't. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your apologetic? Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your...
Anger across the nation of the Bengaluru killer. Apathy India says citizens matter and heads must roll. In Tamil Nadu, it's a mega government versus governor face-off. The DMK and its allies will be meeting the Home Minister Amit Shah. The centre rushes teams to Joshimath as the evacuation process gets underway. Demolitions take place next. The Jain community will be hitting the streets in Hyderabad in protest against the Jharkhand government's move to declare their holy shrine as a tourist spot. An Air India P-8 accused who urinated on a 70-year-old woman will be produced in court. Good morning. You are with Republic TV. This is Live and Breaking, and I'm Nupur Talwar Suri. Now, calling out the Congress's double-speak, the BJP has said that on the one hand, visiting the Golden Temple, Fatehgarh Sahib Gurdwara, but also extending a hand of patronage and protection to Jagdish Taitla, Kamal Nath and Sajjan Kumar. This is the kind of hypocrisy that the Congress party is exhibiting. The question being asked is, does the Congress repent the statement of Rajiv Gandhi? Will they sack Jagdish Taitla? Now, do remember that Jagdish Taitla is accused in several of those anti-Sikh riot cases that are lodged in Delhi. However, the Congress party has been giving open support to Jagdish Taitla. We have in the past, of course, seen him on the election committee that was formed for specifically the Delhi MCD elections. He was seen campaigning over there. Now, pictures on your screen are of the senior leaders, of course, visiting the Golden Temple. So questions, of course, being asked about the duplicity there. You can see Rahul Gandhi over there visiting the Golden Temple. He's been to other Sikh Gurudwaras. Let's in fact listen into a reaction that the BJP is giving.
Rahul Gandhi ji, leave Bharat Jodo and start a hypocrisy chodo abhiyan. On the one hand, you visit Golden Temple, Fatehgarh Sahib Gurudwara. On the other hand, the Congress party extends a hand of patronage and protection to Jagdish Taitla, to Kamal Nath, to Sajjan Kumar, who was convicted after 34 long years. The Congress party always extended him protection. the Congress party gave promotion to Jagdish Titler. We've seen how he was given a responsibility in the Delhi MCD elections, in Delhi Congress, and worse, he was even made part of the planning team of Bharat Jodo in Delhi. This is the double face of the Congress party. They have never really truly apologized for the statement of Rajiv Gandhi, where he defended and justified the killing and the murder and massacre and the genocide of Sikhs when he said, "Bada ped girta hai, to dharti hilti hai." The Congress party time and again rubs salt into the wounds of the Sikh community by standing with the accused of the Sikh genocide. The Congress party has always stood with these rioters. Congress ka haath hamesha dangaiyon ke saath. And therefore, today when it does this cosmetic correction and cosmetic action, it must tell us that if it truly believes in this cause and it truly has repentance in its mind, then will it sack Jagdish Titler? Will it sack Kamal Nath ji? Will it take action on all those people who are behind the Sikh massacre?
And Piyush Auri is reporting live on this. He joins us from New Delhi. Piyush, good morning. Piyush, any response that we are getting from the Congress party yet? Now, in the past, of course, they haven't really responded to any of these allegations.
So good morning, Nupur, and good morning to all our viewers who are viewing us at the moment. And yes, once again, you see that Congress is on the back foot, taking into consideration that in its Punjab leg of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and since it is in its Punjab leg of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the BJP has once again hit out at Congress, saying that at a time when they are, visiting Punjab, why actually they are not taking action against Jagdish Titler and Sajjan Kumar, who are reportedly involved in the Sikh riot. In fact, the BJP has once again mentioned that this is again a hypocrisy yatra, which is the mention of the Congress, since it is not taking any action against those who are reportedly involved in the Sikh riot. So yes, the Congress is brushing all this aside, but once again the BJP is in no mood of letting this go, and they are once again making the Congress party remind about those horrific riots which resulted in loss of lives of many Sikhs. Back to you in the studio.
All right, so Piyush, of course, is bringing us the details of the BJP hitting out at the Congress party over not taking any action against Jagdish Titler as well as Kamal Nath. Piyush, thank you for joining us. Now, in solidarity with members of the Jain community who are protesting across the country against the proposal to convert the Jain Tirth Palitana in Gujarat as well as Jharkhand into tourist spots, the community members of the V Sanskar Soldiers Hyderabad are organizing a Maha rally between Filkhana Jain Temple and the Hyderabad Collector's Office. Aneri is reporting on this. She joins us live right now from Hyderabad. Aneri, good morning. Aneri, now this has been protests that have taken place in various parts of the country for a while now. They want the centre as well as the state governments to pay heed to what they are saying. But so far, of course, there seems to be little response from governments.
Well, that's right, Nupur. We have been seeing how the government of India had come up with a geo of putting a ban on the sale of non-veg and liquor at the Summit Shikharji, the sacred temple of the Jains. And also right now, after that, also we see that the Jain community here in Hyderabad are taking out a massive rally. As you can see the visuals here, a massive rally being taken out by the Jain community. Well, this is being organized by Sanskar Soldiers and also all the Jain community members. As you can see, a large number of people have come together to take part in this massive rally here. And also, this is not the first rally which we are seeing. We have been seeing how there have been massive rallies which are being organized across the country. And right now, as you can see here in Hyderabad, massive rally being organized asking the central government to put a ban on the Jharkhand government's order to put Summit Shikharji as an ecotourism place. But also at the same time, now you can see all the people here in Hyderabad have been coming together, holding a massive protest. They will be moving ahead to the collector office, and also they will be submitting a memorandum to the collector. And also, as you can see, everyone here holding placards saying "Save Samit Mukherjee" and "Save Palitana." As you can see, now monks also have been taking part in this massive rally which is being taken out by the Jain community, and also at the same time now we see large number of people coming together demanding that the central government should come up with a proper GO, proper orders, that they should not convert the Samit Mukherjee temple into an ecotourism place or a tourist spot, whereas this is a very holy place is what they have been saying. And that is why we see this rally being coming up in Hyderabad in support of the demand that has been growing, where thousands of people have now come together of the Jain community, large number of people. As you can see, everyone holding placards, save Girnar, save Shikharji. You can see that placard, save Palitana. All these banners, all these placards are being put up here by the Jain community members. And also at the same time, we have been seeing that how since last few days we have been seeing not only in Hyderabad but across the country there has been a growing demand from the Jain community to put down the orders which have been given by the Jharkhand government. And now we see that large number of people have gathered here in Hyderabad, taking out a mega rally, and they will be moving towards the collector office and submitting a memorandum to them.
Oh yes, absolutely. Now, so far, of course, faced with these unrelenting protests, we've seen state governments as well as the centre come out and say that we'll make sure that non-vegetarian food and alcohol is not served at these places. However, the Jain community's contention largely is that it will amount to desecration of their holy places. Is there any way that the government perhaps could find a middle ground on this with them?
Well, Nupur, we have been seeing how there was this order which was come up from the Jharkhand government, and now we see that the central government had definitely come up with an order of putting a ban on the sale of liquor and alcohol, on the sale of liquor and non-veg on the Samit Mukherjee. That's a very sacred place for all the Jains here, and also that is why we see that in solidarity with all the Jain members of the Jain community are in a way staging a protest. This is a mark of protest which they are doing against the proposal to convert the Samit Mukherjee temple into a tourism spot by the Jharkhand government. This is what they have. Now you can see how everyone have come. There's a Jain monk who has also taken part in this massive rally. As you can see, Jain monk also taking part in this rally. Well, one growing demand from the Jain community, that is save Shikharji, save Palitana, and that is why we have been seeing large number of people coming here together and organizing a Maha rally from the Philkhana Jain temple to the collector office. They will later be submitting a memorandum to the collector, and also at the same time they have been raising slogans of Jain of save Palitana, save Shikharji. And also now we have been seeing how this is not the first time. Well, we have been seeing how there have been rallies been taking place across the country, and also we have been seeing that how Jain monks were on a fast where they had also demanded that Samit Mukherjee shouldn't be converted into a tourism spot, and that is why we are seeing how now the Jain community in here have come up with a Maha rally, a mega rally which is being held by the Jain community members. Large number of people, as you can see, there are thousands of people who have come together. Even Jain monks are taking part in this rally as the demand is growing day by day. Nupur, we have been seeing that now a rally here has begun already.
Absolutely. Aneru, of course, is bringing us the details of this latest protest that is taking place in Hyderabad. Now, before this, of course, we have seen protests also take place in Mumbai and other parts of the country. This protest, of course, is against two issues, not just against the Jharkhand government, but also against what's happening in Gujarat to their shrines. I'm going to go back across to Aneri. Scenes, of course, did turn unruly earlier in these protests. Now, give us a sense of the kind of security that has been put in place to make sure that things don't go out of hand.
Well, Nupur, definitely now the Jain community members have taken permission for this rally which they have been taking up. Well, we see that police officials have also been deployed in large number because this rally is about 2 to 3 kilometers long rally which they are taking up. Now you can see how all the women have come. They have a dress code which they have to wear red, and also at the same time we are seeing how there are flags of Jain community. They are placards which they are holding, and also at the same time we are seeing that large number of people have come together demanding that the government, the Jharkhand government, who have issued an order to, who had also come up with an idea to convert Samit Shikharji into a tourism spot, and that is why we see this is a mark of protest which is being done by the Jain community members. Large number of people have come up here, and also we'll try and see how we'll try and speak to some of them here. And also at the same time we are seeing.
Right, absolutely. So Aneri, of course, is bringing us these pictures that we are now getting from Hyderabad. This does appear to have a large number of people who've gathered over there to protest what's happening to the Jain community shrines in Jharkhand as well as Gujarat. For the moment, Aneri, thank you. And let's move on and take a look at what else is making news across the country. As anger across the country continues to mount, the Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has assured legal action against senior officials and those directly involved in the matter. The eyewitness of the Bengaluru civic apathy case has narrated his horror, expressing disappointment over the negligence. He said that accidents are common on this road due to lack of signboards. In Tamil Nadu, it's a mega government versus governor face-off. The DMK leaders and allies will be meeting Home Minister Amit Shah and President Draupadi Murmu. The governor, R. Ravi, and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin have been at loggerheads over a range of issues, including his refusal to approve 20 bills. Cracks on walls and roads, buildings on the verge of collapse. The situation in Joshimath continues to be serious as the centre has rushed teams to Joshimath to help with the evacuation process. The Jain community has hit the streets in Hyderabad in protest of the Jharkhand government's decision to declare the holy shrine a tourist spot. The Air India P-Gate accused Shankar Mishra, who urinated on a 70-year-old co-passenger, is to be produced before court. The Defence Ministry has approved 3 procurement proposals at a cost of 4,276 crore rupees to bolster combat capabilities of armed forces along the line of actual control with China. The procurement proposals were cleared by the Defence Acquisition Council, headed by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. A large number of tribals have assembled near the Parasnath Hills in Jharkhand's Girid district, urging the state government and the centre to free their holy site from the clutches of the Jain community. They also warned of severe agitation if their demands are not met. Nearly 70 bulldozers and excavators cleared 200 hectares of forest land in Assam's Lakhimpur district yesterday, affecting over 201 families, most of whom are Bengali-speaking Muslims. The rest of the land remaining, which is nearly 200 hectares, will be cleared today. According to the Prime Minister's office, Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate the 26th National Youth Festival in Hubballi, Karnataka on the 12th of January at around 4 in the evening. The festival will witness the Youth Summit, which will witness plenary discussions on 5 themes stemming from G20 and Y20. Now, sources have informed Republic TV that yesterday at 4:30 p.m. a person called the Dhirubhai Ambani school in BKC and informed them that I have planted a bomb in your school, saying that the caller disconnected after that. Now, after this, the caller again called the school landline, and this time he said that he did it so that he could be caught by the police. The caller said that if I do this, the police will catch me and put me in jail, because of which my name will be on social media, and Mukesh as well as Nita Ambani will also notice him. Although the matter is serious, the Ambani family often receives threats. That is why the school has informed the police about this. The BKC police have now registered a case under Section 505 and 506 of the IPC. All right, so what we are learning right now is that there were two bomb threat calls that were made to the Dhirubhai Ambani school in BKC yesterday. That's the Bandra Kurla complex in Mumbai. We are given to understand that this caller called repeatedly and on the phone line also said that he wanted his name to be splashed on the social media. Sandeep is joining us live and has more details on this. Sandeep, obviously, this would appear to be one of those crank calls that were made, but since it involves thousands of students, it would have been taken extremely seriously.
Indeed, yes, it is a very serious thing for Mumbai police also, because remember in the past also there have been several calls being made on the properties in fact being owned by Reliance and Mukesh Ambani as well. Remember in the past HN Reliance hospital was threatened for bomb, and apart from that now a caller, an anonymous caller from Gujarat, in fact that's what he claimed, calls Dhirubhai Ambani school landline number and threatens them to threaten them about the bomb is being planted in the school. So definitely taking a serious note on this, the school premises in fact informed Mumbai police, and immediately Mumbai police officials started inquiry in this case. And in fact as far as the complaint is concerned, the person in fact mentioned that he want name and fame as Ambani family would also notice him. That's what he mentioned in the call as per the complaint. Now in this regards, Mumbai police has in fact registered a case with the section IPC 501 and 502
yes.
as well. So
yes,
Mumbai police has initially started an investigation. Most likely that police may nab this accused.
All right, Sandeep reporting on this from Mumbai. Thank you very much for joining us. So that's the latest that we are getting. The police are investigating this further.
जेडीयू के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष ललन सिंह ने नीतीश कुमार के लिए प्रधानमंत्री की पद की दावेदारी पेश कर दी है। हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं जेडीयू के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष ललन सिंह जी। ललन जी, कल आपने जमुई के एक सभा में कहा कि नीतीश कुमार बेहतर प्रधानमंत्री के उम्मीदवार हैं नरेंद्र मोदी के बनिस्बत, और आपने कुछ योजनाओं का भी गिनती किया कि उनका कॉपी किया है बिहार सरकार की योजनाओं का केंद्र सरकार ने। तो क्या ये माना जाए कि नीतीश कुमार अब प्रधानमंत्री पद के रेस में आ गए हैं?
नहीं, ये कभी हमने नहीं कहा कि मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार जी प्रधानमंत्री के रेस में हैं। मैंने ये कहा कि देश का प्रधानमंत्री बनने के लिए जो भी गुण चाहिए वो सारे गुण नीतीश कुमार जी में उपलब्ध हैं। मैंने ये कहा कि नीतीश कुमार जी को का विजन है, उनकी सोच है, उन अपनी सोच को जो जनहित की योजनाएं हैं उसको कार्यान्वित कराने की उनकी क्षमता है। और उसी संदर्भ में मैंने कहा कि बिहार में कई योजनाएं उन्होंने प्रारंभ की, साइकिल योजना, पोशाक योजना, हर घर बिजली योजना, हर घर नल का जल योजना, ये सारी योजनाएं, महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए जीविका योजना, इन सारी योजनाओं को उन्होंने कार्यान्वित किया और इन सभी योजनाओं को केंद्र सरकार ने 2 साल 3 साल के बाद इसको अपने योजना बनाकर देश भर में लागू किया। तो नीतीश कुमार जी के पास विजन है, जो वो सोचते हैं आज वो 3 साल के बाद केंद्र सरकार उसको करती है। मैंने यही कहा, तो इसलिए कहा कि प्रधानमंत्री बनने की का गुण नीतीश कुमार जी में उपलब्ध।
You are watching Republic TV. On the other side, anger across the nation of the Bengaluru killer apathy. India says citizens matter and heads must roll. The centre rushes its teams to Joshimath as the evacuation process picks up speed.
Bucha masquerade.
Somewhere down the line, the Russian troops have crossed the line. Here you have bodies of children, bodies of women packed in a bag, and they've been dumped here. These are the images which shows you the reality of what really happened in the city of Bucha.
President Zelensky, the reason NATO is not giving you cover is because they are worried about a larger escalation by Russia.
When they felt that the other side is weak, Russia has been using their atmosphere as a weapon.
We don't preach journalism. We practice it.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys did fulfill your duty. Why you not in your apologetic? Why you not in your senses? Why you not in your senses? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIMIM headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on AIMIM councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in here by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys did fulfill your duty. Why you not in your apologetic? Why you not in your senses? Why you not in your senses? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Dramatic.
The biggest news
10 मार्च के बाद बुलडोजर चलेगी कि नहीं चलेगी?
10 मार्च के बाद फिर विकास और पेशेवर माफिया और अपराधियों के ऊपर फिर से बुलडोजर अपना काम भी करना प्रारंभ कर देगा।
The biggest newsmakers.
The government is not going out of its way to correct any political messaging.
After a point, it is like you can convince a person who wants to listen and think. But if I've already made up my mind, no argument can convince them.
The biggest events.
Another corruption case haunts the MVA. Multi-location ED raids on Hassan Mushrif. There's anger across the country over Bengaluru apathy. India says citizens matter and heads must roll. In Tamil Nadu, it's the government versus the governor face-off that's intensifying. The DMK and its allies will be meeting the Home Minister. Anger mounts against the Jharkhand government. Jain community takes to the streets in Hyderabad. The centre rushes teams to Joshimath as the evacuation process intensifies. Demolitions will take place next. And the Air India P-Gate accused who urinated on a 70-year-old woman will be produced before court today. Good morning and thank you very much for staying with us on Live and Breaking. Now, the administration in Joshimath had started preparing for the demolition of two precariously standing hotels in the subsidence-hit Joshimath in Uttarakhand, but faced protests from their owners and locals on the issue of compensation, while more families were evacuated from the danger zone as the number of affected homes has now risen to 700. The hotels Malari Inn and Mount View were leaning towards each other, dangerously posing a threat to the human settlements around these structures. The Uttarakhand government had directed the razing of the unstable structures, starting with these two buildings. Now, the State Disaster Relief Force personnel, along with machinery and workers, had reached the site, and announcements were made through loudspeakers asking people to keep their distance from the two hotels. The area was barricaded and the power lines have been cut off. So pictures on your screen are of the preparations that were underway for the demolition of these two precariously standing hotels. To remember that about 700 families so far have been affected, and a large number of homes and shops as well as other commercial establishments in Joshimath have been declared as unstable, with cracks appearing in them. I think Anuj, who's been reporting from Joshimath for us, spoke to the residents in the area, and here's what they said. All right.
आर्मी के क्षेत्र में भी काफी क्रैक्स आ गए हैं। हमने वहां से आर्मी को हटा के दूसरी जगह रख लिया है और सुरक्षित है। और कहीं कहीं पर हम दिन में काम करवाते हैं लेकिन रात को सोने नहीं देते हैं। और जनता की सुविधा के लिए हमारी यहाँ की ब्रिगेड बिल्कुल हर समय तैयार है। करीब 10 या 11 तो हमने दस्ते तैयार कर दिए हैं, हर प्रकार के, इंजीनियरिंग से संबंधित होंगे, मेडिकल से संबंधित होंगे, जो जिस चीज का, आप ड्रिंकिंग वाटर से संबंधित होंगे, उसमें 100 से 150 लोग हमारे पास रहते हैं। 500 लोग तो हमने हर समय तैयार करे हुए हैं। और जो ब्रिगेड है, पूरी ब्रिगेड है, अगल बगल में पूरी आर्मी है हमारी, थोड़ी थोड़ी दूरी पर, वो भी सबको इंटीमेशन है कि कैसी भी स्थिति आएगी चौकन्ना रहना है। और हमारा जो आईटीबीपी है वो भी यहाँ पर आ चुकी है, यहाँ पर है, यानी कि ये समझिए कि स्टैंड बाय में सब यहाँ पर हैं, जरूरत पड़ने पर बुला भी रहे हैं। हर प्रकार की व्यवस्था सरकार कर रही है। और केंद्र सरकार, आप सब जानते हैं कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी पल पल की खबर ले रहे हैं। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी यहाँ से हर चीज की मॉनिटरिंग कर रहे हैं। और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये थोड़ा सा कष्टकारी तो है कि हमें अपने घर छोड़ने पड़ रहे हैं, और किराए के मकान को भी जब हम छोड़ के जाते हैं मोहल्ले से तो बहुत दर्द होता है, हम भावुक होते हैं। लेकिन ये तो मेहनत से बनाए मकान हैं, किसी ने पेंशन से बनाए, किसी ने दुकानदारी करी, बिजनेस करा, और कोई मजदूरी से खून पसीना करके अपने छोटे छोटे मकान बनाए थे। लेकिन मजबूरी ये है कि इस समय पहली प्राथमिकता हमारी अपने लोगों के जीवन को बचाना है।
All right, we are cutting out of that, and we're going to go across, I think, to Anuj to give us more details in terms of what's happening and how these preparations are now going forward. Now, Anuj, yesterday, of course, you know, the locals over there were extremely agitated about what's happening and the demolition process. But give us a sense of how many demolitions are we expecting to take place today now?
Well, it has not started yet. As we do understand that what has happened yesterday, let me give you the sense from the ground. The situation remains the same. The people are still on the road, and there you can see these are the protesters, these are the locals who were protesting yesterday. We have seen it through the evening and till the night, and whole night they were staying over here. And the situation remains the same. There the people are still sitting here. They are not allowing any kind of demolition. They are saying until and unless they are given assurance in written, they are not going to move ahead. They are not going to allow any kind of demonstration. That is something what has been demolition. That is something what has been specifically, categorically stated, that they want assurance that what is going to be the amount of compensation. In written, they want assurance of everything. That's something what we are seeing at this point in time. The situation remains tense. There is going to be a special meeting, an important meeting of the local administration, as well as, let me tell you, the Chief Minister has also called an emergency meeting where they are going to discuss about the future strategy, that what exactly is going to happen next. I am standing at the hotel only, the property which has to be demolished. Let me give you the sense what exactly the situation on the ground is. There you can see the kind of crack it is having, and that is why the government is saying that it is very important to demolish the property so that everybody should remain safe. And that's what something which has been stated by Ajay Bhatt, who is the Minister of Defence, and he and the Chief Minister himself has stated the same. Our first priority is to evacuate the people. Our first priority is to make them safe. That is why they have been shifted to the several shelter home also. But there on the other hand, the people are worried about the situation, that what exactly is going to happen in future. And that's why the people are on the street. They was here whole night. And that's something what we are seeing at this point in time. So we are just moving ahead. We'll try and talk to some of the people. We'll try and get and sense. आप अगर बता सके कि रात भर भी यहाँ थे, सब लोग यहाँ रुके हुए हैं, अभी क्या डिमांड है, क्या कहें?
मूवमेंट सर ये वन टाइम सेटलमेंट का है, जिस प्रकार से लगातार हमारी माताएं बहनें यहाँ बैठी हुई है, और कहीं ना कहीं एक पाई जोड़कर इन लोगों ने अपना घर बनाया है, और घर टूटने का दुर्भाग्य उसी को पता है कि जो जानता है कि घर कैसे मेहनत से बनती है। परंतु आज हमारी माताएं बहनें एकजुट होकर ये आवाज दे रही है कि जो भी घर हैं जो टूट रहे हैं उनको उचित मुआवजा मिले और तत्कालीन मिले, और इनकी व्यवस्था कहाँ है, कहाँ रहने की व्यवस्था, कहाँ खाने की व्यवस्था है, तत्काल है। कई ऐसे परिवार हैं जिनके पास मवेशी
है कि अपने जो है कि आसियाना यहाँ से शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं, और मवेशियों का क्या होगा? अभी जानवर को आदमी को तो शिफ्ट कर दे, एक कमरे में पूरा परिवार शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं, मवेशी कहाँ जाएंगे? ऊपर से मौसम इतना खराब।
रात हमें बताया गया था कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन जो है कुछ मीटिंग करके डिस्कस कर रहा है और आप लोगों से बातचीत करी जाएगी।
हाईकमान के तो उनको आदेश है ही नहीं, और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन क्या करेगा? उन पे भी दबाव डाला जा रहा है कि इनको हटाओ, मकान को तोड़ा जाए, मगर सरकार की तरफ से कोई जो है कि कोई आश्वासन नहीं है, न कोई इस तरह से बात और कंपनसेशन देने की बात कर रही है।
So they are still waiting for the assurance. That's something what we are seeing. We'll talk to the people over there. We'll get an understanding that what exactly is happening on the ground. माता जी आप अगर बता सके कि क्या?
बार एक ही बात क्या बताना है हमें?
जी।
ये बता के तो कुछ होना है तो तब हम दिन भर बचेंगे। कितना आ गए, बहुत सारे आ गए।
कोई आया है बातचीत करने? कोई आया है सुबह से?
सारा सुबह से ये लगा रहा
कोई
है।
प्रशासन से कोई आया है बातचीत?
प्रशासन मुख्यमंत्री आया नहीं आया, नहीं आया।
कोई अभी तक बातचीत नहीं। कल भी हमने देखा था, आप लोगों को विश्वास दिला रहे थे कि कल सुबह आके आपसे बात करी जाएगी, क्या कोई आया?
नहीं है, कोई नहीं है अभी भी, नहीं।
अभी रात से आप लोग यहाँ हैं, क्या यहीं रहेंगे?
यहीं रहेंगे, अब यहीं रहेंगे।
लिखित में जब तक आप लोगों को नहीं
लिखित दे दे हमको, ये मिल जाए, लिखित दे दो तो हम आ जाएंगे। जो हम मांग करें उसको दे दे, कोई हमारी दुश्मनी नहीं है, बस यही है। बस हमारी मांगे पूरी करो, बस यही है, सरकार से विनती है। बस
मुख्यमंत्री
एनटीपीसी को बंद कर दो।
So this exactly is the situation on the ground, where the people are saying that they haven't got any assurance till now, and they are still waiting for the administration to reach them. They want a solution, and as we are seeing, the people are still on the streets. Yes.
All right, Anuj, of course, is continuing to bring us the latest from Joshimath, even as the process of demolition is yet to begin. The administration, of course, has said that it is looking into concerns of people whose homes will be demolished. Thank you for the moment for joining us, Anuj. Now, moving on, the RSS chief, Mohan Bhagwat's "Muslims have nothing to fear in India" remark has now sparked a massive political furor, while the NC has hit out, saying that no Muslims are afraid of Bhagwat and that he's trying to instill fear in the minds of people, while the BJP has come out in support, saying that India wants peace. Well, this, of course, has come out in response to the statement that was made by the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat in an interview to organizer, where he said that Muslims have nothing to fear in this country. Though now, this, of course, has found reactions across this political spectrum. The National Conference has hit out, saying that Muslims aren't afraid of Mohan Bhagwat, but there is a perception that he is trying to instill fear in Muslims. Let's listen in to that comment that has come in from Sheikh Bashir of the National Conference.
मोहन भागवत जी आरएसएस के चीफ हैं, सारी दुनिया जानती है, और मैं आपके माध्यम से कहना चाहता हूं कि भारत का कोई मुसलमान मोहन भागवत से नहीं डरता है। हर मुसलमान का अपना ईमान है, वो अपने ईमान से जीता है, अपने कि वो डर पैदा करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। और दूसरी बात जो है कि मुसलमान हमेशा एक ईमान पे जीता रहा है। हमारे जो पैगंबर हैं, आखिरी पैगंबर, उन्होंने जो तालीम दी है, उस तालीम में किसी जगह भी नहीं लिखा है कि बेगुनाह को मारें। उसमें किसी जगह भी नहीं लिखा है कि उसमें, बल्कि यहाँ तक कहा गया है कि अगर आपका हमसाया गैर मुस्लिम है तो उसकी हिफाजत करना भी उसी की जिम्मेदारी है। डर वाली कोई बात नहीं है, लेकिन डराया जा रहा है। कोशिश की जा रही है कि ये सहमे हुए रहें। तो जब सारी ताकतें ख़त्म होती तो एक ताकत तो बचती है ना, जिस पर भरोसा है, वो अपना करिश्मा करती है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि उन्होंने जो ये बात की है, किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बात की है, दबाने की कोशिश नहीं करें। वो ये कहें कि जियो और जीने दो की पॉलिसी पर चलें। हर एक आदमी जो इस दुनिया में जन्म लेता है, उसको हक है कि वो अपने धर्म के हिसाब से जिए, और इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हमें इजाज़त देता है। तो पीछे जो इतिहास वो जिसका हवाला देना चाहते हैं, वो गुज़र गया। कब क्या हुआ, छोड़ दीजिए उस चीज़ को, मत दोहराइए। आज के हिसाब से देखिए, दुनिया बदल गई है। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आज हमको जियो और जीने दो की पॉलिसी पे जीना चाहिए, और हर एक आदमी को अपने धर्म के अनुसार उसको इजाज़त है कि वो कैसे जीना चाहता है जिए। दूसरे के मामलात में मुदाखलत ना करनी चाहिए।
And Kavinder Gupta of the BJP has also spoken to Republic TV. Here's what he said to us.
देखिए, स्वाभाविक बात है कि आज से 300 साल पहले से जो मुगल यहाँ पर आते रहे, वो हमलावर थे। उनको धर्म के साथ जोड़ना बिल्कुल अनैतिक होगा। वो कई बाहर के देशों से आए थे, अरब के देशों से आए थे और यहाँ पर आकर के हिंदुस्तान पर कब्जा किया, हिंदुस्तान को तबाह किया, हिंदुस्तान की जो हमारी संस्कृति थी उसको। आज मुसलमानों को ये भी समझना होगा कि कहीं ना कहीं उन्होंने धर्मांतरण करवाया था, लेकिन आज जिस भी धर्म में है वो रहें, लेकिन इस देश को अपना मान करके उनका जो पुराना समय है उसको भूल करके तभी ये चीज़ें संभव होंगी और हिंदुस्तान में एक शांति व्यवस्था बनेगी। इस प्रकार के विचारक जो बात कहते हैं उसका कोई मूल्य होता है।
Madhurima now joins us live from New Delhi. Madhurima, that conversation that the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat had with the organizer is getting comments from across political lines. Tell us more.
Well, Nupur, this is a very important statement coming from the part of Mohan Bhagwat, the RSS chief, where he goes on to assert over the fact that Mughals came, they infiltrated India, and post that because of the Mughal fury, a lot of conversions took place, and that is how the Muslim population came in, maximum of Muslim population came in existence in our country. However, he said that people may live the way they want to, and there's no need to really give it a second thought as to what religion you are practicing, but to understand the history of of India, of the Mughal infiltration is important, so as to keep peace and so as to make sure that the peace prevails in the country. However, the National Conference has taken it with a pinch of salt that this particular statement wants to instigate some fear in the Muslims, and he's saying that though RSS chief is saying that Muslim need not fear, but there is a hidden agenda. So it seems like that the NC is reading too much in between the lines, where Mr. Bhagwat was stating mere facts, and such a fact which is documented in multiple historical books as well. But the NC is taking it, with an agenda that the RSS has tried to instill fear in the country, and that no Muslims are afraid of RSS or anything else, but an attempt is being made. However, if we see the statement of the RSS chief, if it's plain and simple, as it says that Mughals came in, they infiltrated, the fear caused a lot of people to convert, and all this is a fact, Nupur. However, the opposition parties coming forward and taking it, with a hidden agenda, they are trying to propagate the said ideology through which they have been minting political benefit, that the RSS has been trying to instill fear in the minority community.
All right, Madhurima, of course, bringing us all those details, reporting live from New Delhi. Thank you very much for joining us. So the RSS chief's comment to organizer getting political reactions. You are watching live and breaking on Republic TV, and we'll be getting you more news, so stay with us. Corruption case haunts the MVA, multi-location ED raids on Hassan Mushrif. And anger across the nation over the Bengaluru killer apathy. India says citizens matter and heads must roll.
Step into luxury, where grace blends with grandeur and design blends with innovation. As your stress is washed away and you're transported in the lap of luxury. Cure European bath lounges. Let time wait.
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIADMK headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on AIADMK councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. every house is having the cracks. Even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in air by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you did. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your service? Why are you not in your service? Why are you not in your service? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
A look now at the top international news. A proud moment for Indian cinema at the Golden Globes as RRR won the Globe for the Best Original Song. Composer M.M. Keeravani along with singers Kala Bhairava and Rahul Sittiganj won the Golden Globe for the Best Original Song for the track Natu Natu. A storm that smashed across California has left homes and streets flooded in the Central Valley city of Merced. Even as people try to recover, the next system in a powerful string of storms looms on the horizon. According to the California Department of Water Resources, the Fairmont Weir is flowing and forecast to flow in the next 5 days. Atmospheric pressure in California has resulted in the sudden increase in water pressure. Sarah Huckabee Sanders has been sworn in as Arkansas's 47th governor and the first woman to hold office that her father had once held. The former White House press secretary took oath of office in the State House of Representatives. Protesters gathered in Mexico City to express their opinion and opposition about a new migration agreement that's been forced between the US and Mexico. Demonstrations took place even as US President Joe Biden, the Mexican President Andres Lopez Obrador and the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau held a meeting at the National Palace. Two Ventura Country residents have lost their home when floodwaters swept through their trailer park. Sinkholes swallowed cars and raging torrents swamped towns as California was wrecked by more wild winters. Governor Gavin Newsom has warned that more storms will come over the next week. He further added that 3 more of these atmospheric rivers are expected to come down in the next few days. A fireworks factory in the northeastern Ukrainian city of Kharkiv has been hit by a Russian strike. No casualties were reported. Leaders of the United States, Canada and Mexico wrapped up their North American Leaders Summit, highlighting hemispheric partnership between the nations on trade, migration and climate change. The chief of the International Monetary Fund's mission for Egypt denoted the surging inflation in the African country was only expected to fall by the next fiscal. Ivana Holler has said that increasing prices were expected to remain elevated this year. Well, the opposition parties in Tamil Nadu seem to be wearing all black to protest. Pictures on your screen are of AIADMK MLAs, including E. Palanisamy, arriving at the State Assembly in black shirts as a mark of protest against the DMK government over the law and order issue, and the Speaker Appavu over the seating arrangement row that has been there between Palanisamy and O. Paneerselvam. Those, of course, are the two leaders of the AIADMK who don't quite see eye to eye. So there's been a confrontation that's been between them as well. So pictures on your screen are of the AIADMK attacking the government as well as the Speaker over the issue of law and order as well as the seating arrangement for Palaniswamy and O. Paneerselvam. Varshini is joining us live from Chennai. She has more details on what's happening. Varshini, give us a sense of the row between the two factions of the AIADMK and how this has led to a confrontation of sorts brewing between them and the Speaker.
Well, if you see, the AIADMK is the principal opposition party in the state, and as the Tamil Nadu State Assembly has been convened for the third day in a row today, the AIADMK leaders were seen wearing black shirts, trying to protest against the law and order issues that is ongoing in the state for quite some time now. As the DMK government has been brought under scrutiny and the opposition parties has been constantly arguing and opposing and protesting over the law and order situation prevailing in the state, the AIADMK party MLAs have come together in black shirts today, as a mark of their protest against the situation. Also, it is notable that the seating arrangement issue was also going on between EPS and OPS, since initially they were both together while the government was formed, and they were being seated together in the assembly. And now that the things are very much sore between the two of them, the EPS faction is not ready to sit along with OPS in the state assembly, and they have been constantly, trying to make changes in the seating arrangement by reaching out to the Speaker of the Assembly, Appavu, but there has been not any kind of changes made as of now. Therefore, this is also another reason why they are protesting. And so we also hear from Assembly sources that the AIADMK faction might, do a walkout anytime now, since they are unhappy with the DMK government regarding their seating arrangement issue, and also protesting against the law and order situation prevailing in the state, for which they are opposing the DMK government for not having proper safety and security measures put up in the state.
All right, Varshini reporting on that from Chennai. Thank you very much for joining us. So Varshini, of course, is bringing us the latest in terms of what's happening in Tamil Nadu. Pictures on your screen, of course, are of the latest row that's not just brewing between the two factions of the AIADMK, but also their row with the Speaker over what's happening in terms of the allocation of seats. This is Republic TV, and coming up next, anger is mounting against the Jharkhand government as the Jain community takes to the streets in Hyderabad. And the Air India P-Gate accused who urinated on a 70-year-old woman is to be produced before court.
Step into luxury, where grace blends with grandeur and design blends with innovation. As your stress is washed away and you're transported in the lap of luxury, Cure European bath lounges. Let time wait.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in here by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And This protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duties. Sir, you didn't. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your apologetic? Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIADMK headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on AIADMK councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house.
Viewers, a very good morning. You're watching Republic TV this Wednesday morning. I'm Shivangi Shukla. A lot of updates coming up. Especially, we'll get you more on what really happened and all the details after that terrible incident, civic apathy, which killed the life of a young mother and her small son. We'll get more details, but first, the headlines we're tracking right now. Corruption case haunts MBA, multi-location ED raids on. Anger across the nation over Bengaluru killer. Apathy India says citizens matter and heads must roll. In Tamil Nadu, it's a mega government versus governor face-off. DMK and allies to meet Home Minister Shah. Anger mounts against sovereign government. Jain community takes to the streets in Hyderabad. Centre rushes teams to Joshimath as evacuation process gets underway. Demolition next. Air India P-Gate accused who urinated on a 70-year-old to be produced before court. Viewers, let's tell you details. What's happening now? Remember that yesterday there was a terrible case of civic apathy. A young mother and a small son, they lost their lives in Bengaluru. A day after the killer pillar claimed those two lives in Bengaluru in a shocking case of civic apathy, the Republic has now confronted the Chief Minister Bommai, who assured the citizens of strict action in the next 24 hours. The Republic confronts the Chief Minister there, who is saying that strict action should be taken and will be taken very soon. Remember viewers, a short while back we also accessed the FIR copy of the Bengaluru metro collapse incident, which had claimed those two lives, a woman and her just a 2.5-year-old baby son. And viewers, we can also tell you is that we are tracking the story very, very closely. The Chief Minister has asserted that they will be forming a committee to decide on how to go ahead with the investigation. And viewers, right now, Republic has gone ahead, and Republic TV has confronted the Chief Minister. Remember also, viewers, that the BMRCL had announced 20 lakh compensation as well. And a lot of questions are also being raised that why did this incident take place? Why are the authorities not taking responsibility? And why was a BMRCL MD blaming it on technicalities, blaming it on oversight, where two people lost their lives. But right now, viewers, the Republic has confronted the Karnataka CM Bommai. And let's play out that confrontation that Republic TV has had with the Chief Minister.
You told that the contractors will be named, sir. There has been no contractors who have been named. Sir, the contractor has also not been named, sir, because you stated that...
You gentlemen, you are in a hurry.
Yes,
yesterday they have done. Wait for 24 hours.
Okay. Sir, you told that the contractors will be named, sir. There has been no contractors who have been named. Sir, the contractor has also not been named, sir, because you stated that...
You gentlemen, you are in a hurry.
Yes,
yesterday they have done. Wait for 24 hours.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Prajwal. Prajwal, we saw that confrontation that you had with the CM there, Bommai. What did he tell you? He has been saying that strict action will be taken. With a big point coming up right now is that the action should be strict, fast. Not only that, such incidents should not happen again in Bengaluru, which is the IT hub, and keep seeing these kind of road accidents.
Shivangi, now the government as well as the BMRCL are hinging on technicalities of this particular case, but all that the people are asking in simple layman's languages, the action should be taken and swift action should be taken against these contractors. These contractors should be named, these contractors should be shamed, their licenses should be cancelled, and all the tenders that is currently underway in the name of the NCC should be cancelled immediately. That is what is being asked now. So if you're not going ahead and taking any sort of action, and the people will have to wait, because it has already been 24 hours since this particular incident has happened, but there has been no sort of action seen on ground. Why were there big promises made stating that the heads will roll, senior officials will be punished as well? Because we also saw that Chief Minister Bommai also spoke last night and stated that the senior officials who are responsible for this, the owner of the company will immediately be named in the FIR and action will be taken against him. But Republic accessed the FIR copy a few hours ago, and it is mentioning only the fact that they are mentioning about the contractors, on-site engineers, and also BMRCL officials. But where is the name of the contractor here? There is no mention of the contractor, and in the FIR copy it is clearly shown that it is unknown. So therefore, the Chief Minister has gone on to state that wait for 24 hours and an action will be taken. He also earlier had gone on to state that a high-level inquiry will also be conducted, and they will have a meeting as to how the inquiry should go towards as well. So we will have to wait, but so far there has been only words but no sort of action seen on the ground. So will there be an additional FIR filed? Because even if you look at the FIR copy, the FIR has been filed under sections 337, 338, 304A and 427, which are all bailable sections. They are all bailable sections, and with the battery of attorneys, the contractor can get away easily. Only the on-site engineers will be suspended, and the quality of the construction will have to be questioned here. So who is providing money for the quality of construction if you're going on and taking the tender? It is the contractor who's going on and doing this. He's taking money from the government, but the lives of the citizens over here is no matter to either the government or the BMRCL. So will the heads roll is one of the biggest questions we are asking, and will the motorists go on to travel safely on the roads of Bengaluru, because they have become killer potholes, killer roads, and now latest addition to it in the Bengaluru's long list of these killer accidents is these killer metro pillars which have come in now, which has gone on to claim the lives of two innocent people. We also spoke exclusively to the victim's father as well. The victim's father has clearly stated that he does not want the pittance, the sum of money which the government...
I'll come back to you in a moment. Prajwal. Of course, you have confronted the Karnataka CM Bommai. You have confronted him. We'll come back to you because, questions need to be answered. Because getting away with such a big tragedy is something that every common citizen, they want action to be taken. All right, let's go to JDSS Tanveer Ahmed joining us on the phone line. Very good morning to you, Tanveer Ahmed. Now, we are seeing this story develop, and we are seeing right now that the question coming out is that the contractors, the FIR is not mentioning them. The big question everybody's asking, and this is a question for every Indian citizen who stays in a city, that when will the authorities take responsibility for such incidents?
Shivani, we all know that what happened yesterday was absolutely sad, and we are also aware of what is happening here in Bangalore, whether it is the situation of potholes or lake management, land encroachment. It is a serious issue. But however, yesterday I was there on your Prime channel, and I told you that this is not a time for us to really take up political pot shots. And I'm sure the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka is doing everything possible to give a proper care for the system. And however, an FIR which the gentleman was speaking about, the anchor of the reporter of Republic, yes, he rightly mentioned that everything is bailable offences. But that's how the system is defined. It was an accident. And I'm sure only after a proper and thorough investigation report which is going to come from Indian Institute of Science, we would be in a position to determine what exactly has really went wrong. Before that, jumping the gun and really accusing the Chief Minister or the contractor or the BMRDH, the chairman and the commissioner is going to be totally unrealistic and unreasonable. I'm sure we all need to really wait for the right report to come. Only then a suitable action can be really demanded, Shivani.
Right. But Tanveer Ahmed, the big question right now, which everybody is asking, is that when elections come, the kind of issues which need focus, they're not getting that focus. You know, usually in Karnataka, we're seeing politics being played out over Tipu Sultan. But stories like these are coming out at the same time. Civic apathy, roads, infrastructure, potholes. So isn't it time that focus should be given on these issues as well?
Shivani, Karl Marx says, and I repeat, religion is an opium of masses. I think a certain section of society and political parties have really seen and understood the vulnerability of people when it comes to these emotional issues. They see more traction. There is a saying in Uttar Pradesh कि जो मेट्रो बनाता है वो इलेक्शन हारता है, जो मंदिर बनाता है वो इलेक्शन जीतता है. So I'm sure here when it comes to politics is done for next generation. Politicking is done for next general election. Everybody wants to really concentrate on politicking. Actually, the blame, rather than the blame, I would request, I would appeal to the people of Karnataka in particular, in India in large, that if we start demanding these issues and we focus on these issues, and I'm sure the political class would also really understand what is more important. So it is
all right.
The yatha raja tatha praja yatha raja.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tanveer Ahmed, JDS spokesperson, joining us there, and also being joined by S. Prakash of the BJP. S. Prakash, BJP spokesperson, also joining us at this point of time. Now, S. Prakash, a very good morning to you on Republic TV. We wish you a very good morning. But the question right now being raised is that when will the fast action be taken? CM Bumai is saying that we'll take action within 24 hours, but big questions still remain. Who will take responsibility of what happened? 2 people lost their life. 2 innocent people lost their lives.
The agency which was undertaking the job is squarely responsible for the negligence and the death of 2 precious lives. There is nobody can defend them. Immediately, the contractor and the engineer on the site must be arrested for the negligence and booking them under the murder charges. The government has already ordered a strict action against those companies, and certainly the police would act and arrest them.
Right. But in that FIR, we don't see the name of the contractor in the FIR, which has been lost already. The victim's husband has lost that FIR, but there is no name of any contractor, even though the BMRCL has given a notice to the contractor and the concerned engineers.
FIR is filed immediately after the incident. Investigation will be followed by it, and certainly those who are responsible, the company which is responsible will be made accountable, and the person in charge will be arrested for the negligence and causing 2 deaths.
All right, thank you so much, S. Prakash, for joining us here, BJP spokesperson, Republic TV. So we are getting you back-to-back updates right now after that terrible incident, terrible tragedy coming out from Bengaluru, a case of civic apathy, where viewers right now, the top update is number one, Republic TV confronted CM Bomai, and CM Bomai has promised action in the next 24 hours. Illegal action has been promised. Number two, the big update on the story today coming in is that the contractor has not been named in the FIR copy accessed by Republic TV. We have accessed the FIR copy. That FIR has been registered by the victim's husband against 4 parties: site engineer, metro contractor, site in charge officers, and the BMRCL officers have been named in the FIR. However, the FIR copy has no name of any contractor and it says unknown. And as we continue tracking the story for you viewers, we're getting top updates. And let's go to Prajwal. Prajwal is joining us live again. Prajwal, you were telling our viewers a short while back about the FIR copy that there has been no name of any contractor. It says unknown. So the point is this is a Republic TV campaign as well, that we have to crush civic apathy. If the contractor is not even named in the FIR, how do we expect the investigation to go forward?
Now, Shivangi, as far as we know, it is being understood that all these on-site engineers were also summoned by the authorities as well. They have been questioned as to who was the one who was carrying this Phase 2B project near Hennur as well. So we will have to wait for action now, because one of the major questions that we are asking them is, it's very simple. There has been a tender which has been awarded to the contractor. The name of the company is NCC. It is very clear. It has been there. It is on paper. It is valid. It is legally mandated. There has been sums which has been transferred as well. So why is NCC not been named? We understand that it is still in the preliminary course of investigation. But to just write the name of NCC would matter for them. Investigations is underway. Law will take its own course. It will take its own time is what we understand. But these are small nitty-gritties which even the police, which even the law authorities could go on and follow in this particular regard. And also, it is not the only contract which has been awarded. There are several other contracts too which has been awarded to the same company. So if the quality of constructions being questioned here is not about one project, but several other projects as well. So if it happens in one project, what is the assurity, what is the safety for the citizens in the other projects as well is something which has to be questioned. This is the line of questioning that Republic has been asking them, so that more lives are not lost, innocent lives are also not lost. And apart from the contractor now, the BMRCL will clearly have a roster copy of the engineers who are going on and managing this. So we will wait for the course of action. We will wait for the action which Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has assured within 24 hours there will be concrete action which will be taking place. And apart from that, they will also go on and make sure that the owner of the company as well as these higher authorities will also be brought under task. They will be suspended immediately is what we get to understand at this point of time. But we will have to wait in for more clarification as of where the investigation is proceeding towards at this point of time. Shivangi, over to you in the studios.
Right, Prajwal, and Republic TV will continue its relentless coverage and campaign against civic apathy. Thank you, Prajwal, for joining us. Republic also spoke to the first responder and an eyewitness of this shocking civic apathy. Hear this out, viewers.
His wife was laying on the road under all of these iron rods. We just got her somehow. Me and few of others just got her out of the rods and everything, and we just moved her to the hospital just across the road. It's really very disturbing to me. Right from the morning, it's been really in my mind. Let it be anyone's kid. If there is any injury to any of the kid, it really disturbs us. And there are so many pillars on this road. I don't know which is going to collapse when. If this has happened, it might happen with the other pillars as well. What I would request to the government is that just have a very clarity check on all of them. We are not really sure that any of the pillars might come down at any time. So metro construction isn't a very small construction or something, but it's a very huge project. So in that case, they need to be very cautious with the movement of the traffic, even for the safety of the people across the roads. They need to have a complete, very clear boundary lines to define this is a place where you don't have to get into or something, and also it should be very clear to the traffic movement as well. There should be signs indicating the work going on and all.
And viewers, let's move on to the other story we're tracking here. Hitting out at Mohan Bhagwat over his remarks against Muslims, the AIMIM chief Owaisi has now hit out saying, who is Mohan to give Muslims permission to live in India or follow our faith? We are Indians because Allah willed it. So that is a comment coming in, a political slugfest now after Mohan Bhagwat's remark. Now we are seeing this statement come out from AIMIM chief Owaisi. Like I said, he is saying that who is Mohan to give Muslims permission? This is what he is saying. And he's also adding, we are not here to adjust our faith to please a bunch of alleged celibates in Nagpur. And these are comments. I'm reading out the comments which are made by the AIMIM chief Owaisi. So this is a comment coming in. It's a statement. It's a statement which has come in from the AIMIM chief Owaisi, and where we are seeing a political slugfest play out over Mohan Bhagwat's remark coming in. Let's go to Harsha. Harsha, let's go to you and try to find out what really happened. Now we are seeing a political slugfest. We are seeing this statement come out. Let's take our viewers through what the AIMIM chief Owaisi is saying.
Now to go through the entire statement, entire speech of Mohan Bhagwat, he was exactly trying to say that these days there's a fear amongst Muslims. They need not to fear or afraid. The Muslims are the citizens of India. There have been many religious conversions, but it's the time they don't have to go through or get attracted to people who are trying to do that. He also suppressed seeing many issues. He said that everyone should have a policy to live and let live. This is the part of the Indian Constitution. There are many precincts, what he said in his speech, Mohan Bhagwat, but now it's not being taken very nicely by several Muslim leaders. Sheikh Bashir, Provincial Secretary of the National Conference, he exactly stated the political slugfest has started. Now Sheikh Bashir stated that who is Mohan Bhagwat? He need not to fear, must abandon boisterous rhetoric of supremacy. Mohan Bhagwat is trying to rhetoric of supremacy. He's trying to supremize all the Muslims. Now Sadin Owaisi also stated, saying that who is Mohan to give Muslims permission to live in India or follow our faith. Basically, they have not taken the statement of Mohan Bhagwat very nicely. They are thinking that by this way, Mohan Bhagwat is trying to address a fear amongst Muslims, but it is not. It is a religious faith which is being followed amongst Muslims, but no one has to fear, and Muslims don't need the permission of Mohan Bhagwat to live in the country. Now, a lot of political slugfest started in the political in the political scenario. Back to you, Shivangi.
Right, Harsha. Thank you so much for joining us there. A political slugfest playing out after RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's Muslims have nothing to fear in India remark. It's sparked a major political furor. And it's time for a very short break, viewers. We continue to be live and breaking this Wednesday morning. Corruption case haunts the NBA now. Multi-location ED raids on Hassan Mushrif. Anger mounts against soaring government. Jain community takes to the streets in Hyderabad. Stay tuned.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. So what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your process? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
dramatic pictures of this protest which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of Aam Party headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on Aam Party councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks. Even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in air by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you didn't. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your process? Why are you not in your process? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Dramatic pictures of this protest which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of Aam Party headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on Aam Party councillors. This is what they are claiming.
All right, viewers, getting some breaking news coming in. ED is conducting searches at 5 locations in Karnataka in connection with the cooker blast case. Searches are also going on at the residence of the accused Sharik in Shivamogga. The relatives of Sharik are also being searched, viewers. So we're getting these top updates for you right now, where we can tell you is that ED is conducting searches at 5 locations. And these 5 locations are across Karnataka in connection with the cooker blast case. Let's go to Shravan Sen, our senior editor, to help us understand what we can expect next. Shravan, over to you.
Well, in fact, Shivangi, now we have a confirmation coming in from the sources within the Enforcement Directorate that as we speak, searches are being carried out at 5 locations in Karnataka, mostly in Shivamogga district, where these searches are being carried out. This is in connection with the pressure cooker blast. Remember, this particular case was initially being probed by the Karnataka police, and thereafter this case was handed over to the National Investigation Agency, where there was a clear ISIS link that was essentially emerging with one of the main accused, Sharik, essentially being involved. We are now being able to understand that the searches that are being carried out right now in the state of Karnataka mostly are connected to Sharik's relatives and a few other locations where these searches are being carried out. However, there is no confirmation really coming in right now from the Enforcement Directorate whether at all searches are being also carried out at the residence of a Congress legislator. But Karnataka Home Minister's office essentially indicating that these searches are also being carried out at the residence of a legislator We're waiting for some more details to essentially emerge from the Enforcement Directorate. So far, the Enforcement Directorate maintains that these are searches that have been linked to Shaik's relatives and also the residents of Shaik, where the searches are being carried out in the district of Shivamoga. Now, just to put this into perspective, remember this was a lone wolf attack that was being carried out by Shaik. The pressure cooker, which contained explosive devices, were being carried by Shaik himself in an auto rickshaw when this pressure cooker exploded.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Shravan, for joining us here. The Prime Minister is also speaking. Let's go across to that.
Says that India is in a better position to deal with global headwinds than many other countries. This is because of India's strong macroeconomic fundamentals. OECD has said that India will be among the fastest growing economies in the G20 group this year. According to Morgan Stanley, India is moving towards becoming the world's third largest economy in the next 4 or 5 years. The CEO of McKinsey had said that this is not only India's decade, but India's century. Institutions and credible voices that track the global economy have unprecedented confidence in India. The same optimism is also shared by global investors. Recently, a prestigious international bank conducted a survey. They found that a majority of the investors preferred India. Today, India is receiving record-breaking FDI. Even your presence among us reflects this sentiment. Friends, this optimism for India is driven by strong democracy, young demography, and political stability. Due to this, India is taking decisions that boost ease of living and ease of doing business. Even during a once-in-a-century crisis, we took the path of reforms. India has been on the path of reform, transform, and perform since 2014. The Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan has imparted greater momentum to it. As a result, India has become an attractive destination for investment. साथियों, एक स्थिर सरकार, एक निर्णायक सरकार, सही नियत से चलने वाली सरकार विकास को अभूतपूर्व गति देकर दिखाती है। देश के लिए हर जरूरी फैसले उतनी ही तेजी से लिए जाते हैं। आपने भी देखा है कि कैसे बीते 8 वर्षों में हमने रिफॉर्म की स्पीड और स्केल को लगातार बढ़ाया है। बैंकिंग सेक्टर में रिकैपिटलाइजेशन और गवर्नेंस से जुड़े रिफॉर्म्स हो, आईबीसी जैसा मॉडर्न रिजोल्यूशन फ्रेमवर्क बनाना हो, जीएसटी के रूप में वन नेशन वन टैक्स जैसा सिस्टम बनाना हो, कॉरपोरेट टैक्स को ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाना हो, सोवरिन वेल्थ फंड्स और पेंशन फंड्स को टैक्स में छूट हो, अनेक सेक्टर्स में ऑटोमेटिक रूट से 100% एफडीआई की परमिशन देना हो, छोटी छोटी आर्थिक गलतियों को डिक्रिमिनलाइज करना हो, ऐसे अनेक रिफॉर्म्स के माध्यम से हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट के रास्ते से कई रोड़े हटाए हैं। आज का नया भारत अपने प्राइवेट सेक्टर की ताकत पर भी उतना ही भरोसा करते हुए आगे बढ़ रहा है। हमने डिफेंस, माइनिंग और स्पेस जैसे अनेक स्ट्रेटेजिक सेक्टर्स को भी प्राइवेट सेक्टर के लिए खोल दिया है। दर्जनों लेबर लॉज को 4 कोड्स में समाहित करना भी अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा कदम है। साथियों, कंप्लायंसेस के बोझ को कम करने के लिए और उसके लिए केंद्र और राज्य दोनों के स्तर पर अभूतपूर्व प्रयास चल रहे हैं। बीते कुछ समय में करीब 40,000 कंप्लायंसेस को हटाया जा चुका है। हाल ही में हमने नेशनल सिंगल विंडो सिस्टम शुरू किया है, जिससे मध्य प्रदेश भी जुड़ चुका है। इस सिस्टम के तहत अभी तक लगभग 50,000 स्वीकृतियां दी जा चुकी हैं। साथियों, भारत का आधुनिक होता इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, मल्टी मॉडल होता इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी इन्वेस्टमेंट की संभावनाओं को जन्म दे रहा है। 8 वर्षों में हमने नेशनल हाईवे के निर्माण की स्पीड दोगुनी की है। इस दौरान भारत में ऑपरेशनल एयरपोर्ट्स की संख्या दोगुनी हो चुकी है। भारत की पोर्ट्स हैंडलिंग कैपेसिटी और पोर्ट टर्न अराउंड में अभूतपूर्व सुधार आया है। डेडिकेटेड फ्रेट कॉरिडोर्स, इंडस्ट्रियल कॉरिडोर्स, एक्सप्रेसवेज, लॉजिस्टिक पार्क्स, ये नए भारत की पहचान बनते जा रहे हैं। पीएम गति शक्ति नेशनल मास्टर प्लान के रूप में पहली बार भारत में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर निर्माण का एक नेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म है। इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर देश की सरकारों, एजेंसियों, इन्वेस्टर से जुड़ा अपडेटेड डेटा रहता है। भारत दुनिया के सबसे कॉम्पिटिटिव लॉजिस्टिक मार्केट के रूप में अपनी पहचान बनाने के लिए कमिटेड है। इसी लक्ष्य के साथ हमने अपनी नेशनल लॉजिस्टिक पॉलिसी लागू भी की है। साथियों, भारत स्मार्टफोन डेटा कंजम्पशन में नंबर 1 है। भारत ग्लोबल फिनटेक में नंबर 1 है। भारत आईटी बीपीएन आउटसोर्सिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में नंबर 1 है। भारत दुनिया का तीसरा सबसे बड़ा एविएशन मार्केट और तीसरा बड़ा ऑटो मार्केट है। भारत के बेहतरीन डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को लेकर आज हर कोई विश्वास से भरा हुआ है। ये ग्लोबल ग्रोथ के लिए कितना जरूरी है, ये आप भली भांति जानते हैं। भारत एक तरफ गांव-गांव तक ऑप्टिकल फाइबर नेटवर्क पहुंचा रहा है, वहां तेजी से 5G नेटवर्क का विस्तार कर रहा है। 5G से हर इंडस्ट्री और कंज्यूमर के लिए इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स से लेकर AI तक जो भी नए अवसर बन रहे हैं वो भारत में विकास की गति को और तेज करेंगे। साथियों, इन सारे प्रयासों से ही आज मेक इन इंडिया को नई ताकत मिल रही है। मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की दुनिया में भारत तेजी से अपना विस्तार कर रहा है। प्रोडक्शन लिंक इंसेंटिव स्कीम के तहत 2.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा के इंसेंटिव की घोषणा की जा चुकी है। ये स्कीम दुनिया भर के मैन्युफैक्चरर्स में पॉपुलर हो रही है। इस स्कीम के तहत अब तक अलग अलग सेक्टर्स में लगभग 4 लाख करोड़ रुपए प्रोडक्शन हो चुका है। मध्य प्रदेश में भी इस स्कीम की वजह से सैकड़ों करोड़ रुपए का निवेश आया है। MP को बड़ा फार्मा हब बनाने में, बड़ा टेक्सटाइल हब बनाने में इस योजना का भी महत्व है। मेरा MP आ रहे इन्वेस्टर से आग्रह है कि PLI स्कीम का ज्यादा से ज्यादा लाभ उठाएं। साथियों, आप सभी को ग्रीन एनर्जी को लेकर भारत की आकांक्षा से भी जुड़ना चाहिए। कुछ दिन पहले ही हमने मिशन ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन को स्वीकृति दी है। ये लगभग 8 लाख करोड़ रुपए के निवेश की संभावनाओं को लेकर आ रहा है। ये सिर्फ भारत के लिए ही नहीं बल्कि ग्लोबल डिमांड को पूरा करने का एक अवसर है। हजारों करोड़ रुपए के इंसेंटिव्स की व्यवस्था इन अभियानों के तहत की गई है। आप इस महत्वाकांक्षी मिशन में भी अपनी भूमिका जरूर एक्सप्लोर करें। साथियों, हेल्थ हो, एग्रीकल्चर हो, न्यूट्रिशन हो, स्किल हो, इनोवेशन हो, हर लिहाज से भारत में नई संभावनाएं आपका इंतजार कर रही है। ये भारत के साथ साथ एक नई ग्लोबल सप्लाई चेन के निर्माण का समय है। इसलिए आप सभी का मैं फिर से बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूं। इस समिट को मेरी अनेक अनेक शुभकामनाएं हैं। मध्य प्रदेश का सामर्थ्य, मध्य प्रदेश के संकल्प आपकी प्रगति में 2 कदम आगे चलेंगे, मैं आपको विश्वास से कहता हूं। आप सबको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। नमस्कार।
Watching Republic TV. On the other side, in Tamil Nadu, it's a mega government versus governor face off. DMK and allies to meet the Home Minister. Centre rushes teams to Joshimath as evacuation process gets underway.
Step into luxury, where grace blends with grandeur and design blends with innovation. As your stress is washed away and you're transported in the lap of luxury, Cure European bath lounges. Let time wait.
Dramatic pictures of this protest, which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of AIMIM headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on Aam Aadmi Party councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in here by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not apologetic? Why are you not innocent? Why are you not innocent? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed of yourself? Shankar, are you?
Dramatic pictures of this protest which is right now underway in Delhi, right in front of Aam Aadmi Party headquarters. These workers have now been stopped by Delhi police. Remember that this protest is taking place against the alleged attack which took place on Aam Aadmi Party councillors. This is what they are claiming. They are saying that LG and the BJP are indulged in killing constitution, and that is why they are protesting here.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in here by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are
Welcome back. You are watching Republic TV. Now, cracking down on striking public Punjab civil service as well as other revenue officers. The Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann has declared that their protest against the arrest of an officer for allegedly taking bribes in Ludhiana is illegal. In strict written orders, Mann directed the Chief Secretary VK Janjua to suspend all officers who do not join duty by 2 this afternoon. So that's the latest that we are getting on this. Let's go across to Amandeep. Amandeep, tell us more about the action that the Chief Minister has taken against the striking officials.
Well, Nupur, a very harsh letter has been released by Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann against those who are protesting regarding the arrest of PCS officer. And in fact, this time he said, clearly mentioned in that letter, in fact, that if any officer will not join before the deadline of 2 p.m., he or she will be placed under the suspension, and in fact his leave will be without pay. So this is a very strict action, and in fact the most important point is, Nupur, that Chief Minister himself is mentioning in that letter that this strike is amounting to a blackmailing and arm twisting of the government for not taking the action against the corrupt officers. That was a very hard language. It was written in the letter to all the officers, including PCS and the Revenue Department. Just because, Nupur, from yesterday till now, PCS and the revenue officers are on the strike. They are not reaching out the offices, and in fact this strike is all against the arrest of PCS officer who has been arrested in Ludhiana and posted in RTA. And in fact now the Bhagwant Mann is saying that this is arm twisting and blackmailing tactics that the officers are using, but that will not be tolerated by Punjab government. And before 2 p.m. everyone supposed to join their offices.
All right, Amandeep,
Yes.
bringing us those details. Thank you very much for joining us. So Bhagwant Mann asking the PCS officers to join back work immediately. Thank you for joining us, Amandeep. And here's a quick look at what's coming up next. Corruption case haunts the MVA. Multi-location ED raids on Hassan Mushraf. And anger mounts against the Jharkhand government. The Jain community takes to the streets in Hyderabad.
Step into luxury, where grace blends with grandeur and design blends with innovation. As your stress is washed away and you're transported in the lap of luxury. Queue European bath lounges. Let time wait.
Picture is very much scary over here. Every house is having the cracks, even the roads are having the cracks. I'm moving toward these particular houses. In each and every house, let me tell you, there is a crack, and this has been marked. They have been told specifically there is no other option but to leave now. These kind of mark has been already put in air by the administration that these are the property which is affected now, and these people have been asked specifically to leave.
We are reporting right from the BJP protest that was marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. You can see how the barricades have been broken over here. The BJP workers have broken the barricades and now they are marching towards the Chief Minister's residence. And this protest is getting aggressive. This protest is coming after both the parties clashed in the house.
It is only the Republic Media Network's non-stop campaign, Arrest Shankar Mishra, is a national demand.
Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. Sir, you didn't. Sir, what exactly? Sir, you guys didn't fulfill your duty. Why are you not in your service? Why are you not in your service? Why are you not in your service? Shankar, are you ashamed? Shankar, are you ashamed